With the changes that are going to be coming in the 1.7 update, maps that are placed in item frames that look like this will be bound. There will not be this big old negative space that separates the two maps. Rather, the map will take up the entire block, and these maps will be combined. I'm sure you can find pictures of it on the internet. Now, I do want to show you something. This is the first time I've ever really played with maps, and I want to first point out how beautiful our village looks. Like the pathing, the farms, everything. It looks like we have like a very healthy, like I've never had like a good aerial view like this before, and I think it just looks fantastic. Now, by comparison, our castle looks like dog poo. We have a giant gray blob, followed by a giant brown blob, followed by more grayness, as you can see here. And then the Iron Golem farm, which is kind of on the, like, bordering line between these two segments. Well, it's a big square blue area thing. Now, you might be very observant and you would say to yourself, but I know this tower here, I know that is red, that is made of netherrack. Well, you would be correct. And this tower here, this one here, and then there's also one over here, is also made of this red netherrack. Now, why is it displaying as gray? That is a great question, and it caused me great distress for quite some time, until I looked it up and found out that there is a glitch with netherrack and maps, and that it is that netherrack displays as gray. So, with the next patch being the revamp to everything, I want there to be one feature. I want our castle to not look so bleh, so gross on maps. And so here's your homework after this episode, right? I want you all to jump on Twitter, and I want you to tweet at Dinnerbone, all one word, and be like, Dinnerbone, will you please fix netherrack? You don't even beg him. Please fix netherrack on maps. It currently displays as gray. We want it to display as red so our castle doesn't look like horse poopy. Alright. So, okay. Time to go start today's episode for real. Thank you for your support in making our castle look sexy from above. The next thing that I wanted to talk to you about, you might have noticed that I was like waving around blaze rods like they were a freaking magical wand or something. Now, I got those blaze rods because I was in the nether trying to farm withers, skeleton heads, and I finally, wrong chest, and I finally got one! Man, that was anticlimactic. I finally got a wither skeleton skull. 1 down, 2 to go until we finally get to make a beacon. That's if we don't die like we did in the Ender Dragon fight, because that was so fair. Anyway, okay, so I'm still holding these blaze rods and waving them around like I'm a freaking wizard from Harry Potter, is because I've made some changes, and the first change that you're going to notice is there is no noise pollution. Do you hear that? Oh, that's right, you hear nothing. Nothing. There's nothing happening, and that is because the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it is, and then I'm going to show you how I did it. This cart is not moving, which means there is not the kind of, I don't know what you would call that, the groaning of the cart going around the track. Now, as soon as I add these blaze rods to this large chest, you hear it take off? It's moving. It's on the move. It's on the hunt. It's on the prowl. It's hungry for some blaze rods, and it needs them now. Alright, so how this works is to just kind of update you and see it's paused again because there are no more blaze rods in this large chest. I removed the redstone torch from the back of the block, so this this powered rail here, it's not being powered, which means that the cart stalls on it. Now, as soon as a block, and I'm just going to steal some out of here. As soon as any block, but the only block I'm going to be adding to this large chest, as soon as any block appears in this large chest, the comparator says, holy crap, Batman, there's a block in here. And then it sends a signal. This repeater gives that signal full strength, sends it all the way down, and then this rail becomes fully powered, and then it stops as soon as it empties this chest, and you can see the item hopper chest cart thing is now empty, so it has successfully done its job. So awesome. on to the build project for today. Not to get you accidentally excited, this isn't the build project for today, but I just want to say that the horse farm is coming along. Paige and he who has yet to be named are still in here. I have been reading comments, the hundreds that I've been getting. I'm trying to keep up to date, or keep up, not necessarily up to date, but just keep up with you guys. Oh, hello. Oh, she just kicked me in the face! Why would you do that? I thought I was good to you. I give you lots of hay and wheat. And she must not like him. He who has yet to be named, you he must be a jerk. He must bite her all the time or something. Anyways, I've been trying to read all the comments on like what the horse name should be. We've had some good ones because he's like the perfectly low end rolls for like random stats that you could get on a horse. I kind of see him like I see Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. I just see him having that very deep, like kind of, hey guys, my name is he who has yet to be named. I don't have a name because nobody likes me. Like, I see him having that really kind of slow, just like, I just don't feel like running today. I'm just gonna sit at home and eat some hay. Like, so with that in mind, I was always getting, like, chuckles out of certain names. I saw one name that I really felt like I connected with, and that was Hobble. Because it was just like, he just kind of, I'm hobbling along, don't try to rush me, I'll get there when I get there. So, I just felt like that was a really good name. And then there was another name that really made me lol, and that was Ghost. Because whenever I would be riding around on Ghost, I would be a ghost rider. Ha ha. So, those are both, I felt, oddly appropriate names, but I still don't feel like either of them really connect, and no, before anybody suggests it, we're not going to name him Eeyore. But that just kind of, when I look into his one good eye, I see the soul of Eeyore. Anyways, okay, build project. So as we have been playing longer, wow, zombie, ruining my shot. Look at that. What a just, he's just come, what a jerk. As we've been playing longer and longer, our supply of diamonds has been slowly dwindling. And that got me to think about, like, how I want to handle this diamond crisis, so to speak. He's now, like, moaning. He's really trying to get in on this. You're kind of a jerk. You're kind of a freaking show stealer zombie. Come on, man. So I've been thinking about how to handle this diamond crisis, and kind of what I want to do is I really like the systems that are in the game that allow you to forego mining. Mining kind of has always seemed monotonous to me. It's not very, it's just me digging in a straight line because branch mining is the best way to find diamonds, and that's just so boring. So I'm trying to circumvent the necessity for mining in a game called Minecraft. Who would have ever thunk it? So my workaround for needing diamonds is villagers. Now I do already actually, I'm standing down by the boat harbor because that's kind of where I think I'm going to be building it, but I do want to show you very quickly, we actually do already have a fairly solid system in place for purchasing diamonds. There's diamond helmet 1 piece, diamond pickaxe 2, diamond shovel 3, and then I think out in the village we have some more potential diamond tools that we could move into the castle. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So then the issue becomes, how do I get bulk amounts of emeralds? And we've already kind of done this a little bit, but the more emerald sources we have, the better off we'll be. So this used to be the tree farm, and then this was converted to the mushroom farm when we moved the tree farm upstairs. And now I think what I'm going to do is take this, and we're going to turn this into something else. I think we're going to turn this into a gigantic, not just a chicken farm. I've kind of, if you've been keeping up with like the tutorials and stuff I do, I did a chicken farm, but I think I've got a much better kind of I've got an improvement on that. Like, after I was looking at it, I was like, holy crap, I can build this like 50 bajillion times better. And so that's what I think we're going to be doing today. Sorry about that. I got all crazy goo-goo-eyed looking up here because the prototype design that I have kind of built and then kind of like in my head is too wide. And I was like looking at this room and I'm like, oh no, this room is 5 blocks wide. It's an odd number. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? And honestly, I had a mini panic attack. I was like, oh my god, I already committed. I already said I was gonna build this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then I was like, can't I just make it 3 blocks wide? And it was like, oh my god, Nims, you are a genius. And that's welcome to my head. Welcome to what I deal with on a day-to-day basis. I have many little freak out panic attacks, and then in the exact same moment, just totally remedy the entire situation by like the most simplistic idea ever. Okay, so here's kind of the... If you've already seen... Oh god, what is that? Please tell me that's not redstone. Is that redstone? Because that's going to make this a hell of a lot more difficult. Is it a large amount of redstone? Okay, no, it's not. Okay, so we have out until this wall here. And see, as you can see, look at my pickaxe. My pickaxe is almost broken, and this one isn't even like our normal dedicated pickaxe. This is an efficiency 4. Our efficiency 5 pickaxe is, well, it's kind of out of commission right now because we don't really have the diamonds to replace it with. This is the mechanism, the frickin' thing that controls... Okay, yeah, that's safe. I was like, is this sand block safe to destroy? This is the replacement for our main efficiency 5 pickaxe, which, I mean, we've got diamonds, don't get me wrong. It's not like, but it's like I've got a part-time job. I have enough money to feed myself, but it's like, just because I have enough money to feed myself doesn't mean I want to go out to eat at Applebee's every single night. I mean, that's how much money we've got, basically. So, yeah, be that as it may, be that we do have, like, an income source, I guess. We'll still... I'm just trying to make sure. Let's bring it out. 2 more blocks? Yeah, we'll bring it out to, like, right here. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe it is. Ow. Now, very quickly, you might ask why we're building this all the way down here in some, like, basement where we, like, very rarely ever visit. And there's a pretty simple answer to that, to be honest. It's because it's in a basement that we barely ever visit. Chickens are freaking loud. I don't know if you've noticed that, but they're, like, absolutely annoying. And so I don't really feel like hearing them. I don't want to hear them any more than I absolutely have to. They're kind of obnoxious. They've got that weird sound bug where it just sounds like freaking death, just a as they, like, I mean, that then they have their normal squawking on top of it, right? But it's like, no, it's don't tell me, I forgot to bring levers. Okay, anyways, no, it's just awful sounding all the time, no matter what. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it any more than I absolutely freaking have to. And so that's why we're building it down into a basement. There's something else I was gonna say, but I don't really remember what it is right now. I guess we'll just have to come back to it. Probably. Okay, so I think I've got it done. Before we go back and look at the wiring, I want to take a look and see if everything works. I haven't tested this yet, so this is the demo run. Okay, that's supposed to be the water button. That's very, very good. This should be lava. That's very, very good. And this should be lava, and that's very, very, very good. Now, if we were to put Let's see. Let's take all this iron. So we've got a block of 64 iron, and I'm just going to go ahead and destroy that. And now this iron should end up getting shot out of this dispenser and picked up by these hoppers. So this is where that's where it should end up. Okay, I can see it getting shot out. And so eventually all of our iron's going to come back out of here. Booyah! Got it all. The next thing I want to do, and I'm going to do this with 32 iron so it doesn't take quite as long, is we're going to... This should have it end up in this hopper, but it should end up without going through the dispenser. It should go through that hopper off the side there. So we shouldn't hear it. We shouldn't see it. And it's still showing up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is for the eggs. Okay, so what I just did is I just simulated eggs getting laid up here, and then this dispenser was it turning the eggs into chicks, and this flick of the lever was it turning those eggs into, well, it wasn't turning the eggs into anything, which is good because that way we can use it as an egg farm as well. I know we've already got an egg farm, but this is like an all-in-one replacement. We'll probably still keep that one because I can't think of anything that would replace it, but you know, now we've got two, except this one does everything. So the next thing that I want to test, okay, so this works. It either activates the dispenser or activates the hopper. Next thing we want to see is this should cause them to go into like an endless loop. It should fire out of that dispenser onto itself. And I don't know what's happening. It is totally filled up. Oh, okay. There's missing stuff. There's missing wiring. Okay, I'm going to fix this because it's, like, you can see all the water drips out of the ceiling. It's a long process. Alright, I think I've got it done. I went ahead and added a lot of signs. I'm so sure that it's done now. I figured out what the problem was, by the way. This thing is set up to run off of eggs, not random blocks that I throw at it. Because egg stack sizes are different than other stack sizes. I've got an access point here, right? Because egg stack sizes are different than other stack sizes, the comparators that are set up here, and then there's another one in here. But because of those comparators and egg stack sizes being goofy, it won't work when you just throw random blocks at it. So we're just going to do one more test run here. This should be water. Peachy. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that. That's like the one thing that you're not supposed... Okay, I'm going to go get more lava. Okay, we're going to try this one more time. Lava works. Alright, see? It spreads out nice and pretty. We suck it back up and goes away. You wait patiently until it's all the way gone, and then you hit the water button. Awesome. And then you hit the water button, you wait for the water to be all the way gone, and then you can push the lava button again. And this button at the top, this is the oops button. As you can see, we've got a feed or breed setting. I'm going to turn this lava back off. We've got a feed or breed setting. We're going to be using the breed setting for a while, but say I let it run too long and like my game crashes or like has 2 FPS, you hit the oops button and it resets the entire thing, kills everything, and then you're good. You'll be fine again. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, and like I said, I'm feeling very confident, so I went and grabbed as many eggs as I could possibly carry. And we're going to turn this into the breed setting because we want to get a pretty good amount of stuff first. And I'm going to be looking for raw chicken because we're already set for food. I want to be able to get emeralds, and you can trade raw chicken to villagers at a rate of, I think it's 14 to 16. So 14, 15, or 16 is the trades that they offer. Really? Not a single one yet? Not a single baby chicken. Alright. Okay, there we go. We're starting to get a couple. And they're not actually getting damaged here. Okay, there we go. That looks a lot better. I'm going to keep doing this until it's totally full. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about the chicken amount. Oops, I just hit screenshot instead of F3. I can see our entity count is at about 43. If we were to jump up behind this and look in roughly the same direction, our entity count is 10-ish, which means we've got about 30 chickens in there. That's a few more than I was hoping for. So let's turn this into the feed me setting. And so that's going to quit shooting eggs out the top. And that's going to throw all the rest of the eggs that we just threw into this thing into the bottom. Yeah, there we go. It took it a second to catch up because we interrupted it mid-toss, actually. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to feed more eggs into it. There we go. And that's going to give us more chickens at the bottom. Now, what's going to happen is because chickens are at such an appropriate height, their heads aren't going to be hitting this water while they're baby chicks, but as soon as they turn into full-fledged adults, they're going to drown in this water stream right up here, and then they're going to give us raw chicken, and then I kind of built this thing fairly close to the where the final resting spot of our emerald farm is going to be, or our villager trading depot. Villager trading is going to happen literally right here. I might even make like a shortcut because these paths are fairly close, but we'll just have to see. But I wanted it as far out of the way as possible, so that way, like right here, I don't know. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit. Like, I hear them, but it's not like overwhelming. It's not like causing the weird sound glitch. At least not yet. Hopefully, if it does, I'm gonna thin the numbers even more. A random thought. What's a chicken's least favorite day? Friday. Ho. Whenever we made the chicken farm tutorial before this new improved version, I made a really corny joke in it. It was something like, oh god, I can't remember it now. No, I can't remember it. Oh, if fruit goes on a fruit tree, what kind of tree does poultry... I just ruined the joke. If fruit grows on a fruit tree, what type... Oh, anti-joke Nims. Failure. If fruit grows on a fruit tree, what kind of tree does chicken grow on? Poultry. Ho. But I... I can't... Oh my gosh. Okay, so yay, chicken farm is done. We're gonna have tons of raw chicken, or I could turn off the water, be super patient, and then I can turn on the lava, and then we would be able to have cooked chicken. But I don't want cooked chicken. I want raw chicken to be able to turn into... Oh, come on, despawn. Thank you. I don't want cooked chicken. I want raw chicken to be able to sell to villagers. And then, yeah, then we'll have emeralds. So this is basically, a diamond farming machine. I mean, this is going to give us raw poultry, which we'll then be able to turn around. And I might even, once we get the villager farm set up, something I might do is I might have like item filter systems come in, and I missed my pressure plates. I might have, item filter systems come in, so that way all the raw materials for trading just show up right next to the villager in question. So it's like all of the iron from the iron farm, or like say every other iron from the iron farm will show up at the villager trading depot and stuff like that. So speaking of the iron golem farm, let me check episode length, and we might do one more thing real quick. Oh my goodness gracious, we are like pushing episode length. So chicken farm is done. We got a new awesome thing added to our world. We got a couple of other changes. I showed you the blacksmith stuff, just small changes done today as well. And the last thing that I want to show you is just quick, not non-fuss way down, very quick, awesome. So now, yeah, because I like quickness. Yes, chickens.